the affordable concert series, and I have the pleasure, the distinct pleasure, of being with Mr. Chubb Rock. Huge fan, so I'm just gonna jump right into the business. What you been doing? What's coming out? Working on something?
I'm really concentrating on my broadcasting stuff now. Trying to really expand the brand. You know, it's been a blessing for me, and we have a show dedicated to this kind of music called Digging in the Crates, and we're just trying to build upon that and go across the country with it and stuff like that. So my broadcasting stuff is like first, you know, it's my love and stuff. And I'm involved with some TV stuff that we're working on. Me and Dane working on a bunch of TV things and just having fun. It's a great time to have fun and be creative.
So tell me about your brand.
I mean, you know, we're trying to really just, not to say to bring back that classic time, but we're just trying to, we know that the new time of things are not working. Not just music, just period. You know, terrorism is going on and innocent people getting subjected to these types of, there's just a mist of nonsense. And we're just trying to see, can we bring back that kind of, that time when men were men and you know, you respected your woman, you respected your children respected their elders, and you know, we have fun, we be creative, you know, I think somehow or the other, I'm not exactly sure when, but respect and all that kind of stuff became kind of corny, so now it's like, it's time to do nonsense, you know, everything, murder rate up, high school dropout rate up, teenage pregnancy up, teenage AIDS up, okay, so we got to do something different. And, you know, hoping that we can, with the different things that we're doing, broadcasting, TV-wise, we show something different.
So, how are you, besides this concert series, how are you getting your message out? I know that you said you're going to be on some TV.
Yeah, but we go to a lot of schools, too. I try to do a lot of schools, speaking engagement stuff. We do some stuff about bullying. A good friend of mine got me involved with that, and Michael Eric Dyson, you know, with bullying, especially cyberbullying now. One of the brothers here that handles Tone the DJ, my man Terry Butler, you know, he has a whole circuit with getting back into the community with the kids, and then when I go to some of these career days, it's incredible for me because I get a chance to see what these kids think. And these are younger kids. This is not the hip hop generation now. This is younger, and it's interesting to see how they think about this kind of stuff. But you know, I think if they had a choice, they would pick something more positive. It's just that they don't have a choice. This is what they get. You know, so.
So how do you think your music impacted today's hip hop? Do you even think that?
I don't know. I think that today's hip hop is on their own thing, and which is fine. You know, because when I came out, I was into my thing. Even though I was influenced by Melly Mel and Kumo D and all these great lyricists and stuff like that. You know, I don't bash young people in their music, you know, because we got bashed when we was coming in. I remember there was a lot of R&B guys that hated what we were doing, didn't call it music and everything, you know, so, you know, and also you shouldn't try to tear down unless you give an alternative, you know, so I don't tear down, I just try to hope that they will have a old school, and in 20 years they can be proud of the music in their, you know, not financially, but be proud of the music they do. They can walk down the street to the store and have people say.
So are you working with new artists?
Every now and then, you know, I work with a guy named Kanan, a guy from Africa. We did a joint together. I mean, I'll never say no to any of the young guys, but I'm more concentrated with some of my legendary guys. You know, we got this movement called the Alumni, and we do shows together and working on some stuff with me, Moni Love, Special Ed, Dana Dane, and Kwame. And so we just have fun working with people that we know. My boy Greg Nice from Nice and Smooth. These are friends of ours. We do a lot of stuff together. My man Positive K, another brother of mine, you know, from another mother. We always look out for each other and things of this nature. Big Daddy Kane, another good friend of mine. You know, we look out for each other when it comes to things. My man Chill Will from the Get Fresh crew and Larry B. I mean, we just try to do things that we, you know.
So it sounds like you've got a group that is truly trying to keep the music positive, trying to get it back to a positive level.
I mean, I think the old school circuit has grown because some of the new music is not as positive. So when people are sitting there, I think that's how the new style gospel took off. Because hip hop had that whole audience. And when hip hop went a little bit into the gangster stuff and went this way, like that's when the gospel, the Dietrich Haddons and Kirk Franklin's came along and was able to snatch those people. Like, okay, well, we were always hip hop fans, Public Enemy and this and that, everything. But now there's a new thing going. We'll go to the new style gospel music or even the neo soul, the Erykah Badu's and Jill Scott's and Eric Robeson and these brilliant people. And that's how a lot of hip hop lost those fans. And then all of a sudden, when those fans started saying, no, but I really miss that kind of music, then that gave birth to the old school circuit. I call it the Chitlin circuit.
Right.
It gave birth to that. And Dougie Fresh was a big part of it because he carved that lane out. Period. He was the one that carved that lane out. And then people, Houdini, Kumo D's, Big Daddy Kane's, MC Lights, then myself, Rob Bass, Naughty by Nature, then it just gets bigger and bigger. Like how now, if you don't get enough of the great R&B right now, that's why all of a sudden Uncle Charlie now is like, oh no, then bring I need Uncle Charlie, I need the OJs, I need Earth, Wind & Fire, I need Frankie Bev who never stops, and because people want what they want.
So it sounds like turning it to a more positive vibe is what keeps you going in this industry.
Yeah, I mean we do what we do. We do what we do, and this is like we try to be popular, try to do. We want to do music that our kids can be proud of, and your mother can come to the show and be proud of, and people can have fun. That's all. It ain't like we're trying to. Okay, I think this is the formula to do it. We should stay positive. You can't just concoct positivity like it's in a laboratory. You just want to do good music, and I've always said this: if the song is brilliant, it doesn't need that kind of language. It just doesn't, because the song is a brilliant song. You know what I'm saying? I think Drake is brilliant lyrically. I'm not so sure how many that can really touch it. And there's a lot of guys like that. A$AP Rocky, brilliant. A lot of great lyrical guys. So, hip hop has brilliant people in it. And I wish them all the best because they're keeping it going, and you want to keep it going. So especially for that generation that's going to take it from them and keep it going.
It doesn't sound like your energy level has dropped any. It sounds like you're still motivated.
I'm excited all the time to do this kind of stuff. Have fun. Get you to see people I haven't seen in a long time. I haven't seen Tony in a long time. I haven't seen Silk in a couple of years. Houdini, those are my people. Those are mentors of mine, so I see them all the time. But I love this stuff. Be with the crowd and friends that come and stuff like that. And even though the rain did, kind of hurt this one a little bit. And they sold a lot of tickets to this. But it's really bad weather and stuff like that. But you just go out there and have a good time.
Well, I loved your interaction in the crowd. I got tickled because I was like, man, he is drenched. It's still out there performing, still getting the crowd moving and going.
I used to watch, when you look when Diana Ross performed in Central Park in the 80s, and it was like a monsoon out there, and the makeup is dripping, and she's putting her hair back, and she's singing, and she ain't doing none of that. Well, I'm not doing it. I'm not coming out there. There's a million umbrellas out there, and she's just out there singing and singing, and just professionalism and love for what you're doing. People pay their money out there. So it's like.
Now, where is your background as far as college?
Yeah, went to college. Me, my brother, we were in school all during Treaty Month. Treaty Month was a weekend thing for us. Yeah. Come home for the weekend, do a couple of shows, and mother feed me and put money in my pocket.
Now, where are you originally from? And
Brooklyn.
And where's college?
We went to Brown. at first, and then I came back and I went to school in New York, Westbury, and it was all. Once I lived there, I came to New York. I wanted to be closer to the music, but still, we was in there. I remember we did Soul Train, and they had to put us on first so we could catch the flight to go back to school. You know, Don Cornelius was like, "Huh?" He was like, "We got to catch the flight," because he filmed Soul Train during the day.
Right.
So we was like, I remember my brother said, "We got to catch the flight to go back to school. Mother's gonna break my neck," you know. So, but you know.
But it seems like education in music and always been still is critically important too.
And more, because I want to go back and finish. I didn't get a chance to finish. I left to do this. And I was telling my daughter the other day, she's in college, and I said, you know, I got to go back and finish. And she was like, why would you want to go back and finish? You're doing all these other things. I'm like, I can't yell at you about finishing school and I ain't finished. You know what I'm saying? So just for myself, I want to be able to just turn over and just see it every now and then.
No, it's there.
Yeah, I don't have to, you know, it's not the career, but it's like.
That's a true valuable lesson that you're showing, demonstrating, and teaching.
Yeah.
So now,
it's funny because
where did Omega come in?
I was just in school, you know, school and hot dog and, you know, brothers in the game, man, and then we took a risk with it, put it in videos, and then everybody tried to copy, you know, and then
you were one of them, and if not,
we were the first. We were the first.
To put groups into.
Yeah, we had to make it in, and then all of a sudden I got yelled at by my cousin who's a noob. He screamed, you know, he screamed at me, you know, when
you got a cameraman.
You know, I came back and my cousin, Howie T's brother, my cousin Rob was like, I raised you. What, I'm growing up in this house, you know, go there and eat up my aunt's refrigerator. He was like, you put us in there. So just the two of us, we put the Noops in. My other cousin was a Sigma. They were in. I had a couple friends that was Alphas. They came in. The Deltas came, did the whole dance sequence. And then I got screamed at from the AKAs and Debbie Allen and them, and Felicia was on. I was like, oh, you know, Debbie,
Well, I knew I was going to meet you, so I had to wear the represent for Delta.
I've been getting screamed at for 20-some years about all that. So, you know, and it's great, though, because they really is what supported our movement. The Greek movement supported our movement.
Right.
Even, especially more to this day. And when young people come to me, I say, listen, man, if you want to learn about that, but you have to go to college, man.
Right.
You know, so it ain't just what you think it is. It's a lot deeper, you know, especially what you ladies do, you know, and it's a beautiful. I think the steps we took were just great. Even the mistakes were great, you know. Accomplishments were great, mistakes were great.
So if you could leave everybody with something, what would you tell them to go forward with, and what would you tell them that you could improve?
You know what it is, man? I think that you can't be ashamed of your mistakes. Mistakes will make you. You know, Picasso painting has a lot of mistakes. He made a lot of mistakes with that brush. You don't know, but he knows. You know, and you can't be ashamed of your mistakes. You know, you learn from them and you move on. You know, I was on the Mystical. We was on a cruise with Tom Joyner, and me and him was told him, great guy. And we had this little saying that we came up with. We was like, man, it ain't about the fall, man. It's about the get up. You know, so I tell that even to older people that want to go back to school, they have that same thing. Chubb, I didn't finish, and blah blah. You know, we used to do so many schools back in the day. You know, Virginia Tech and Union, and we used to do everything. You know, Alabama State. And then I see these people now. Oh man, Chubb, I remember when you came to campus when we did this, when we did that, when we did. I didn't get a chance to finish. I had a baby. I had this. I said, oh, you can go back now. You can go back now. You know, HBCU, you can do it online now. They have HBCU.org. You can go finish right there. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you want to do, it's never too late. You know, I remember Bill Cosby went back to college when he was in his 40s. You know, I think 46, 47, went back to school. And ended up getting his doctorate or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Nothing is never too late. God wake you up, it's never too late. So, and maybe if we do more, then the youngins will catch on. You know, the youngins now with this whole new matrix, with the social networking, they're living in a world that's ain't real. You know, and when that bubble pop, they're gonna just be like, no one told me about this and life and this and boom and boom. But you know, when you get on a plane, they tell you if something goes on wrong on a plane, the oxygen mask come down, you put the mask over yourself first before you put it on the kid, so you can be stable and put on the kid. And that's what we got to do. So the grown folks got to fix themselves first before they try to help fix them kids. You can't fix them and you ain't fix yourself. That ain't gonna work. So, you know, I don't blame youngins for mistakes. Youngins are supposed to make mistakes. It's postural in life. You know, days and boredom and youngins mean equal mistakes. That's the equation. But if we fix ourselves, and then they can look at us and say, oh man, I see, yeah, Chubb did it this way, and he made a mistake here, and this was wrong, and that was wrong. He did that right, and he's still there doing it wrong, and he went and did that. Then they can follow something, and they can say, let me try what he just did or whatever, and that's what we do.
So if somebody wants to follow your music, follow where you're going to be performing, where can they find you online? It's Mr. Classic Flavors is the Facebook, Mr. Chubb Rock, the 2 B's, MR is the Instagram, and WBLS.com is our home station that we're doing, and in Atlanta it's MagicATL.com. That's pretty much it. Appreciate it. We appreciate it so much. Thank you so much for taking the time out to talk with us.
All the time.
Chubb Rock, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.